My name is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free, also known as Mira, and today we are back with another episode of New Amsterdam. And today we're going to do something. We're going to start with Trinix and with Suzerain and with Honk. So Trinix, Suzerain, and Honk are driving down Centrum, right? Going to Canal Belt South. To remind you guys, they're heading to Canal Belt South because they found out that somebody is spreading Blight 5 in Canal Belt South. There are some strong suspicions as to who it is. I feel like pretty much everyone knows who it is. And they have a cure for Blight 5, which is a not very infectious but highly deadly immunodisease that is spread through the air, which is pretty fucking despicable, honestly. It's a disease that just makes you get more sick. So fuck that noise. So you guys are going down with your synthesizer, not your instrument synthesizer, but your vaccine synthesizer to Canal Belt South, right? And kind of as you're driving, right? Honk is kind of driving. He's looking around, he's kind of paused at the edge of Centrum and Canal Belt South. And he goes through in his personal car into the north side of Canal Belt South. He's kind of pulling through, and this place is rough. Trinix, you see a bunch of white canisters that are just kind of sticking out of the ground, half lodged in cement, in buildings, in the ground, pretty much wherever they can land. They are open, and you smell what sounds kind of like cherry antiseptic, right? Has this kind of cherry smell to it, along with this very clinical kind of smell. You're going through the streets, and the first thing you notice is there are people piled in the streets. Like there is legit a lot of dead people. You count at least 30 on the way in. And Honk definitely slows down because he's trying to maneuver through rough shit. But also he's kind of looking at this too because this is the first time he's ever seen anything like this. What is Trinix's reaction to this?
It's a part discussed, kind of like why the useless slaughter of so many people.
Yeah, and Suzerain kind of is looking, and she looks just absolutely furious. It's that kind of holding it under the skin kind of thing of but no, she's you guys are kind of going through Canal Belt South. And it's to kind of set the time of day. It's midday, right? It's probably about 3:00, but it's super rainy and overcast like it usually is, so it's a little dark. Its street lights are on right now, but you get a little bit of sun that peeks through these clouds. And as you're kind of going, make me a notice awareness check. Or is it just an awareness check? I always forget. Oh, there we go. Awareness notice. Perfect. Okay. As you're going, you see the sheen of 2 green dots in an alleyway before it kind of disappears, and you keep driving. Do you point anything out there?
Was anybody else paying? There's something up there. Like streamed. Did any of y'all notice it?
Yeah, and Suzerain kind of looks and goes, "No, Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Kind of looking at like the street, and Honk is like he probably mumbles under his breath in in Danish, like motherfucker, as he's like kind of driving through these potholes and shit. You know, and we're gonna cut back to the bar. Scene. I'm assuming you're at the bar, right? I mean, you guys are in
Oh
lockdown.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wait. Didn't we leave? Three of us did. Or was that?
Hmm?
No, that was. Never mind. That was. Yeah, that was before Suya got blasted. Okay, no, yeah, I'm back
Yeah.
at the bar then.
So you're at the bar, and you see three people walk in, right? Uh, all three of them are dressed in very nice suits.
Ouch.
Um, nice.
Sorry.
Um,
I didn't mean to
you're
click.
good. So all three of them are dressed in very nice suits. One of them has a dragon tattoo snaking up the right side of their neck, and he has a briefcase. He's leading the group.
Do I recognize anything about him?
Uh, Go ahead and make me a streetwise. I mean, it's a low DC streetwise.
There it is.
Oh yeah, these guys are super. I mean, you've made deals with these guys before, probably never directly, but you've seen them as kind of the bagmen or people picking up stuff at the port. These are yakuza, which is strange because the yakuza don't exactly have a real big presence in New Amsterdam, and they're walking around. Your bar is practically empty right now. You guys are not in peak business hours, but you certainly never have an empty bar. You maybe have two people there who are just like edge runners who are waiting for meetups that just happen to be on this day or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So these guys come in, they sit down at the bar, and Pierre, without even asking, immediately gets them like a specific drink.
That's not suspicious. How does
Yeah.
he know?
And Pierre walks over to you after getting them their drink, and he says, Monsieur Sin, there are some gentlemen here who wish to speak to owners of the club. I believe that Mademoiselle Lucky is, well, a little disposed at the moment, going over some details in her office. Would you And he kind of just looks over at them, and they're just dead staring at you.
Yeah, I'll get up and I'll walk over.
Yeah, you walk over, and immediately the one guy who was heading in the middle stands up and gives you a quick bow.
Hmm. What would be the proper way to return? A bow
A
or a
bow,
handshake? Okay,
pretty
yeah,
much, pretty much the same thing.
yeah. I'll do the
Um,
same thing. I'll probably go a little bit lower than he, because even I know a little bit about that.
yeah,
How dare
yeah,
you consider yourself not an equal to this man?
uh,
You're a club owner.
and
He
It's
obviously
it's
doesn't
more.
own a club.
Wow. Oh no,
he
it's a respect thing.
And to describe this guy, he's a kind of he's bigger than the two guys with him who, now that you're sizing him up, they're obviously the hustle of this operation. They're the dudes who are meant to crush in heads. But this guy's bigger than them. Both a little more rotund and a little more muscular. He's got that kind of like extra strong dad bod going on.
Eh,
And he's tall. And he says, hello, I am Onaga Toshikatsu. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
it is a pleasure to make yours. I am seen.
And he kind of sits down and offers you a seat next to him.
Yeah, I'll sit.
Yeah, kind of turns and looks towards you and goes, Scene. it appears that you have a severe problem on your hands.
One could say that the problem is a little bit more than severe, but yes.
Kind of nods and goes, yes. Well, I do have. He kind of goes, I represent a group of people who are willing to assist with this problem in the form, and he kind of takes a briefcase. He takes the briefcase and he sets it on the top and kind of rubs the top of it in the form of information.
Uh, I don't like taking deals without Lucky's approval.
And you can get lucky if you want. I didn't know if Gunnar was ready or not.
Oh, Gunnar, are you ready?
Yeah, whenever you guys are.
Okay, yeah, because I knew you were doing stuff in the background. So
Okay, so yeah, I'll be like, if you'll give me a moment, I do believe this is something that will require all current owners to be here for. Why don't you follow me up to Lucky's office, or I guess I would say to the office upstairs where it's going to be more comfortable and
and
we
they
can all
all
discuss
kind of
this.
they all kind of nod, and he actually pauses and looks over at his two guards who are starting to get up, and he kind of gives them a hand motion, and they sit down, and he follows.
Yeah, I'll take him up to Lucky's office.
Yeah. Do you
I'll
knock
knock.
on the door? Do you just enter?
I will knock in this case. Normally I just
Yeah.
enter, but
Right.
Come in.
Okay. And
open the
Lucky,
door.
what are you doing at this moment as this obvious, you mark this guy with no problems. This dude's Yakuza. He's been in your bar a couple times before. Word is he might have something to do with Suya. What are you doing?
Probably going over the 3D render.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I would have assumed that
I was actually just about to ask if I could gently roleplay that, but if you would rather it just be ready, that's fine.
Oh no!
We can-
If you want to roleplay that, that's more than fine.
Yeah, we can replay that.
Maybe we could like go back in time and you've already got it now. Would that be okay?
Yeah, we'll do that.
You could be there right now. That could
You
be.
could
what
be
we're
there
going
if you
over.
want. Yeah.
Okay, I'd be down. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, you get to meet Yakuza.
Great. I love that.
Yeah, but yeah, Cash, you and Lucky, you just opened up the 3D render. Like you haven't even had time to kind of touch over it.
I mentioned to Lucky, do you have plugs? Do you have interface plugs?
No.
No. Okay, that's all right because I can probably just like hook you up into it. So I'll show
She
it to
has
you.
a
Like,
Halo in the office. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, fair.
So yeah. So maybe you've got a Halo on, and I'm like plugged into it, and we're actually in the fucking warehouse.
That'd be
Like,
cool.
I'm fucking walking you through it. Like, this is what I see. These are the schematics that I've figured out from here.
Hell yeah. And just to give you guys an idea, the warehouse itself is relatively simple, and calling it a warehouse is almost laughable. It's more like a garage. You have an idea with where power supplies are, where these servers probably are. There's a couple areas they could be, but the area is small enough, it's not going to be a problem. You did get a render of the street outside, and there is some information there. You got a render of, so basically what it is the entrance to this place is kind of bookended in this tiny little alleyway that has a T-split. And like whenever you go in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entrances into this alley of varying size. And you got to hook around the back to get into this warehouse, this garage.
Got it. If it's a T, does that mean that this is like it's a dead end on either side of the top of the T?
No. So it goes street side.
Okay.
It's in like a mostly abandoned part of town. like a place where urban sprawl is kind of a little fucked. But yeah, there's like basically what you're looking at is you're looking at there's like an entrance to the east, there's a couple entrances to the north, and there's a couple entrances to the south, or I guess it'd be the west, north, and south, right? You would have to head to the north side of a building that faces the south street.
Got it.
And this will make more sense whenever I actually, I can just
For sure.
let me real quick. Hold on, I gotta drag you both over here. Give me 1 second. Pull to scene. Pull to scene. Can you guys see everything on this? All
We do
right.
not own any tokens that I don't own any tokens that have vision.
Ah, gotcha. Let's see here. Go ahead and. Okay. Do I have to drop your token, or can you guys drop your
We
token?
cannot drop our token.
Okay. There we go. There's one for you. Can you see Lucky?
Yep.
Okay, and then there's one for come on now. Where is Cash? There you are. There's one for Cash.
Yes, I see.
And give me 1 second. I need to block a couple things off because I forgot
sure.
that the 3D render would probably need to have a couple things. Actually, no, I don't need to block anything off. We're set on this. You can kind of wander around this area. Just don't open any doors.
Okay. I'm assuming this one too.
But yeah, we'll get back to this once we've dealt with the Yakuza scene.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah, so you've got the halo on, and
I'm like pointing out sites to you and like access points, and there's a lot of power being generated in this specific area over here, which is where I think that the fucking servers would be, and you need a whole lot of cooldowns, so there's a lot of like AC happening over here and like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Right. And
Like-
as this
I
is
wish I
kinda-
could move, but go ahead.
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, unpaused. Well, we'll pause it still because
That's
we'll
fine.
have you guys move around it here in a sec.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically, the door opens, and yeah, that Yakuza guy comes in. Cash, you see a big looking Japanese dude come in. It looks like he could fuck your shit up.
I'm gonna like pause and like be like, maybe we should do this later.
It's probably just kind of a looks at you, just raises an eyebrow, and then, all right, we can do this later.
Yeah. Call me if you need anything. I'll see ya.
Runs
And I'm just
away.
gonna like. Well, I mean,
Runs-
it's like honestly, it feels like being in your boss's office when they're about to have an important meeting. Like, yeah, I'm not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Like, what am I
I
gonna
don't
do
think-
here?
I don't think Lucky would kick you out.
No,
I don't know.
You're kicking
you-
yourself out. She just kind of raised an
shit.
eyebrow, like, really? Okay,
I thought you would kick me out. I'm sorry. Well,
You can
Then-
stay.
you can.
We can wreck on that.
Yeah.
I would like to. I
was
thought
gonna
I
s-
was supposed to be kicked out. I'm sorry.
You have been trained in the way that corporate capitalism can train people.
Yes.
And
This is
These
true.
people are more important than me so I'm not allowed to know what's going on.
Yeah, that's happened. My bad.
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're
Fucking
good. You're
late
good.
stage capitalism.
I will,
Goddamn.
Don't even worry about it, dog. But yeah, so he's kind of there, and he
yeah, I'll pull
sees you, and he patiently waits.
I'll pull the chair that's normally in front of the desk out for him to sit, and I'll take my usual spot, kind of up against the the desk.
I love that. Yeah, he'll sit. Well, he'll remain standing until he actually reaches out a hand to you, Lucky.
Actually, so she would probably have stood when they come in. She would just offer a bow.
Yeah, he bows again. And actually, one thing you notice, he does bow just a little lower than you.
Ooh.
That is fine.
Yeah. And
Casual.
then
Cash will
he,
take this opportunity and bow as well because it seems like that's the thing that we should do.
that's solid, probably a good
Yeah.
idea.
Also, she's from LA Tokyo, so it's no big deal. Like, this is
Yeah. Yeah, LA Tokyo, you would know this shit. You also, yeah, you're from LA Tokyo, you know this guy's Yakuza.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have, he's probably big time because he's got showing tattoos and is wearing a suit, not,
Mhm.
like either is wearing a suit but has no showing tattoos and or has showing tattoos but looks like shit. Like
Right.
it's kind of the combination of those two things is like, oh, he's made it pretty far then.
Right. He's big time.
Yeah. But yeah, he sits down and he says,
All right,
um,
I'm putting on Tokyo Drift right now for whatever reason.
oh god, beautiful. Yeah, I need to put on Decibel's playlist. What am I doing? Let's see here. All right. But yeah, he kind of looks at you and kind of just like,
To what do I owe this pleasure?
It is a pleasure to meet you finally. I have enjoyed the fineries of your club slightly, and kind of gives you a smile and says,
I was wondering when you were going to introduce yourself.
Our goals have not aligned until this moment, nor have they overlapped. However, today, I have an opportunity. And he kind of raises this briefcase and sets it on his lap.
And what opportunity might this be?
Recently, you employed one of our own, one who went by the name of Suya. It is to my understanding that Suya has passed.
This,
I was going.
Yeah, right?
Right.
I was
I'm
just...
just kind of like between the two, since it's silent. I'm like, yes, she. Well, to my knowledge, she was still alive when MedTech took her, but the wound she had.
Is there a check I need to roll? Can roll?
For what?
To see if he's bluffing, which is probably
Yeah.
a good idea for both of us to make.
That'd be a human perception.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to do that too. I don't think I have any ranks in it. Hold on, I gotta find it.
21.
Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, and you get this text in the middle of your meeting, right? Scene, you can tell he's not telling the whole truth. Like, he obviously knew that this is the situation, and he's asking almost hypotheticals, one of those situations where it's like he's asking you this, but yeah, he already knows the answer.
Yeah,
You're not quite sure to what end.
Yeah, I would just be like, well, she had a hole blasted in her, but she was taken by MedTech, and is it called MedTech here? What does it call it?
It's EMED.
EMED. She was taken by EMED, and those guys can reattach a head to someone's shoulder, so if she is dead, well, something seriously went wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say all Lucky would do is shoot a glance at a scene with that statement, but is otherwise pretty impassable.
Yeah. He kind of goes, well, it just so happens, God damn it. Kind of goes, well, it just so happens that The group I represent happens to have more detail on the circumstance of her passing. Something that, as a potential enemy of this person you are dealing with, you might wish to know.
These things usually come at a cost.
He kind of lets out a small smile and goes, "Of course." And he waits. He waits for you to ask.
There's probably just long enough pause to be considered awkward.
Yeah.
And then which for Lucky is probably a lot longer than for probably like Scene or Cash. And just say, well, I'm assuming that you're here to make an offer.
Of course. And we're gonna cut away from there, and we're gonna cut back to the car. Now, Trenix, you're kind of on your guard after what you just saw, right? And you go through another area, and you see that there's the driver is Hunk is kind of like having a hard time navigating at this point. The path that should have been the straightforward path to Het Got is pretty fucking like ruined, you know? And there's more and more kind of cars in the way. And one thing you know is there were not this many cars here.
Yeah, more people here. Do you
Yeah.
think it'd be safe to go on foot?
Honk's like, go on foot in a combat zone? We're not doing that with you two. Together you barely equal my age. And he kind of like looks back and kind of swears again in Danish as he's like trying to navigate a way around.
Well, if you think you can get through, we'll just shut back here quietly.
Kind of nods, and finally he kind of gets to an area where you're kind of pinned. He gets to an area where it's like, ah, shit, dead end. Kind of starts to put the car in reverse and roll backwards until he stops. And you look back and you see the operator standing there about 50 feet from your car.
Well, hope you're ready to make a new character again.
What?
Well, the difference is here there is no Suya to antagonize him.
So we're gonna cut back to the office. Kind of your fight with New Human. We wish to be a part of this fight.
Wait, who said that?
That would be the Yakuza.
Okay. Oh, right. You said cut back. For some reason, I was still thinking of what Gunnar had just said, and then I thought Operator was telling
Yeah.
Trinix. I was like, why the fuck do all the most powerful people in the world go to Trinix?
Right?
All right, continue.
But
Sorry.
yeah, Onaga is like, your fight with New Human. We wish to be a part of it.
In what manner?
We wish to provide support. We have a few well-trained sword arms that could use a little practice.
There's a small smile on Lucky's face, like she knew somehow this was coming. And she goes, it will be a pleasure finally seeing... how to put this? It will be a pleasure to finally see the Yakuza step out of the shadows and into the cloud light of New Amsterdam.
And he kind of nods with a smile of his own, and he goes, right. So have we an arrangement?
what is your plan after assisting with New Human? Doesn't seem exactly like a payment, more like you're paying us twice.
Worry not, no debts will be taken from this action. As for our actions afterwards, I cannot speak for the rest of the Yakuza. However, I can say that we are potentially looking at opening up trade lines in the area. This would benefit us in non-disruption. And rolling that search forward, or rolling that human perception forward there, scene, oh, this dude's totally fucking lying, but, like, you can't really call him on it.
Lucky would shoot Scene another look.
I was going to say, Scene and Lucky probably have our own little communication way.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, it's just, I need to look at you to see all I need to see.
Mm-hmm.
I just look back, I give the sign.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That kind of, hey, this dude's lying sign.
Yeah.
He's not lying about the debts, mind you. He doesn't plan on taking any debts for this, or using this in any way. Like, it seems like this is a very honor-bound agreement immediately, but he certainly is lying about, oh, we're just looking to put in some trade lines, you know.
Choosing her words carefully, Lucky would probably say something to the effect of, that is quite interesting. It would seem that after an event like this, that perhaps there would be a sort of, well, vacuum created from a successful routing of Red Eye. I would imagine that you may be a tad more ambitious than merely opening trade routes. But who am I to say? She says with a small smile.
Yeah. Kind of
if you
says...
Go ahead.
He kind of says, the wise man once said, a tiger only crouches in the bush until it can go for a kill.
She would just let his words hang in the air for another appropriately awkward amount of time.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, Cash, this is some intenseness.
Oh, yeah. She's just quiet. And honestly, like, a part of it is, like, her listening, but she's also internally working on the render. So, like, she's just like, I can't. Like, unless we're going to die, it's fine. This is fine.
That's such a, like, Netrunner thing to do. Of like, of like, oh yeah, this really important conversation's going on. Well, anyway.
Yeah. Very much. Like, there's nothing really she can contribute, so she's like, I'm gonna work while you guys...
That sounds a little bit too much like meat space politics for me.
Yes. Yes.
Listen, I'm a cowboy, not a diplomat. Like,
exactly.
Yeah,
but yeah,
no, I fuck with that.
An appropriately awkward amount of time, she would say,
okay.
There will be a moot taking place here. How should I send word when it happens?
He flicks out a business card and you see it. It's a nice business card. If you didn't know any better, you'd assume that this came from a corpo. You know what I mean? Like a high-ranking corpo.
What's the difference between the Yakuza and a corpo? Not a dad joke, just genuinely curious.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Beheadings.
the difference. Yeah, the amount of beheadings. Corpos often behead a little more. But yeah, no, I guess the Yakuza aren't worried about doing it themselves. That's the main difference. But yeah, no, you get a very nice business card. It has very thorough contact information. a full kind of, like the way that he kind of he describes his job, how there's like a job description at the bottom of like something really quick and snappy, just has security consultant. And do you want me to copy paste his name, by the way?
Yes,
for
please.
you? Yeah. There you go.
Will it be you attending or someone else?
I will attend, however, I will also bring my translator. English is not my native language. And he speaks English very well.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
he should say, well, you speak English quite well.
And
but of course, we would love to keep up appearances at the moot, wouldn't we? You'll be in a room with, well, I can't say that this will be the first time talking to most of these groups, but it'll be your first time showing your face to all of them at once.
Kind of nods and goes, "It is my honor to be able to represent my group."
Good. One must have honor in this city, otherwise they'd have nothing else.
And you see just the slightest lip curl there seen of, like, it's very clearly in response to the honor comment. If you had to assume, it's probably honor mixed with this city. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smirking at the fact there's any honor in this city, period.
Yeah. Maybe a sneer, maybe a smirk. You can't quite tell what it would end up being. He's really good at masking himself, but you see the slight twitch. But yeah. He says, "So, if the deal is struck, allow me to give you a piece of information." And he takes the briefcase, clicks it open on your desk facing you, and on the inside, there's a bomb, it blows up, you all die. No, on the inside, there's a screen, right? And on the screen, you are getting an angle. First of all, you are seeing the Suya fight. The second thing that you see is it is an angle of the Suya fight that would be very hard to get. And the third thing is it has 4 screens, right? There's your standard screen, an NVG or a night vision screen, a thermal screen, and then another screen that you're not quite sure what it is, right? And you see this fight go by, and Suya is fighting this dude really effectively. She lands a solid hit with the katana. He takes a couple steps back and immediately blasts 2 rounds of shotgun into her. She gets one more swing before she's about to go down. And you notice something. She swings his sword, and for a brief moment, he disappears. And he comes back when the sword is right past his abdomen, and he blasts that final round into Suya's chest.
Oof.
Now, couple things to take away from this. First things first, that screen that you have no idea what it's supposed to be signifying, when this like blip, right, happens, a huge burst of some sort of waves or like ripples. It's like air is kind of crinkling around like the outline of where he was, and then it kind of disperses in a kind of wave once he comes back. The other thing you notice is that Suya notices this right before she gets shot.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, she'd probably watch this once, twice. Is
You
this
may
something?
keep the briefcase.
She
I'm
nods.
gonna ask, how did you get these shots?
And he kind of looks up, and he gives
Suya's
you
been
this.
followed from the beginning. Just looking
Yeah.
straight at. Yeah.
Before he can even answer, or before he can answer you, Lucky cuts him off, and he gives you a slight smile, the kind that you're like, oh, that's a little too interested in his own work.
Mhm.
But nothing is ever so offensive that you can directly call it out. He's a very measured man, but he's not afraid to let you know what he's thinking at opportune times.
How do I take this? I mean,
Good question.
what is this?
I suppose.
What can I roll?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What would I roll for that?
Wait, what are you trying to do?
How to take that? I guess go ahead. Never mind. Just
What do you? Well, hold on. What do you mean how to take that?
The slight smile, all of it. I guess I need a little bit of clarity.
You want like a read on the guy?
I do want to read. Yes.
Make me another human perception.
Okay. This time it'll be extra bad.
I'll roll over your previous human perception. Now that I realized I've been doing that for scene. So, because your previous human perception was a little bit higher. He basically said, "Yep, that's what I was doing," with his eyes and with his mouth.
Okay.
He basically, Lucky called him, and he basically gives you this like,
Yep, that was me.
That's your answer.
Okay.
It's a pity that Iwasaki was never comfortable enough to come forward with the fact that she was, well, she would probably call herself ex-Yakuza, and was currently trying to move on from her past. But I'm assuming these things are never as simple as they appear.
He kind of looks, and he says, maybe she was ex-Yakuza. And, seeing just him saying that, he must have evidence to the contrary of that read, he disagrees with that, but he's not going to play his hand,
Right.
Him just saying that, she would say,
oh yeah,
of course, there's always the possibility that she's been lying to us the entire time. But I find that very interesting, because what would a Yakuza group want with the likes of a small group of people here in Red Light? Doesn't make any sense unless there's something else going on.
And it goes, please, have no misunderstanding. At the time, Suya was under, at the time, Mizuwasaki was under no direct order from anyone. As a matter of fact, she was, one might say, deposed. And we're going to cut back to street side. Honk is looking out the back and goes, shit, buckle up. Suzerain for sure buckles up and is like, holy shit, is that the guy? Is that the guy? Is that the guy? And Honk is like, that's the guy. And he flicks his car into reverse and floors it, right? You guys are driving backwards. He's looking over the back. He's got his hand in his chest pocket to grab his pistol as he's kind of looking over the back. 1 minute you are horizontal. The next minute, you are vertical. And then you are upside down in your car. First of all, what is your reaction to this, Trinix?
Oh, that was that dude that was at the bar. Everybody said I knew, but I don't have a clue who he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And keep in mind, your car is upside down, by the way.
What did you... I thought you knew how to drive.
Yeah. And he's like, kid, shut up. I don't know what the fuck happened. And he's like, he's fucking getting himself out of his seatbelt, like super clumsy. You know what I mean?
Hey, can I say no guns? Because I think that dude might shoot you in the head just by pulling it out.
He goes, I think we're past that, kid. And he fucking grabs his he kind of gets in position where he's halfway across the roof, and he kind of does a double kick into the door, busting the door open. And he looks back at you guys and goes, both of yous, stay in here. Don't fucking get out of the car unless shit goes real wrong. And shit going real wrong doesn't mean me dying. That means me dying and he keeps walking. Got it?
Rest in peace, Honk. We hardly knew ye.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and Suzerain is terrified. She is pale as a sheet. Shit got real for her real quick. He crawls out of the fucking car, and you hear, hey, asshole, I still owe you for my buddies, fucking prick. Bah, 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 bah. Like several shots go off. And then you hear, oh, that's cute. That's fucking cute. That's and you hear this really strange gurgling noise. And you're looking over and you see Honk. You can only see the bottom of his legs. And he starts kind of floating up. And then his feet kind of clear your sight line. You hear this terrible crunch, like the sound of like wax paper and meat. And just a huge splatter of blood and viscera just coats the window that you're looking out of.
Told him not to engage, but oh well.
So, what's your move?
Well, we need to go find the people and heal them, but oh, we're getting in trouble.
Yeah.
We'll explain it to Lucky when we get back. Anyways.
Yeah, and you
speaking
see...
of which, go ahead.
Hold on. You see this guy, and you look out the back windshield, and you see he hasn't moved an inch from where you last saw him, except for the fact that he has turned around and he's looking directly at you. He takes a couple steps towards the car.
Oh, he wants to have a conversation.
I don't know.
Suzerain is like, he doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to talk. We need to get the fuck out of here. We need to get the fuck. And she's like fucking with her seatbelt.
Well, apparently we're going to see how fast we can run before we die and, of exhaustion.
I love how Trinix does not give a single fuck.
Well,
he's staring the pale rider, the pale horseman of death in the face and just kind of cracking wise. I love this.
Well, I mean, you've seen enough death in an operating room when you
That's
click
fair.
the wrong fucking artery line and can't fix it and they bleed out on your table. I mean, you get kind of used to it. But anyways,
you should not be getting used to nicking the wrong artery line. Trinix,
You also
a
shouldn't be
doctor.
used to a human being crumpling like a piece of tissue paper.
No, not
You get
normally.
used to it when you miss an artery or two, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just an intern. I'm low and I'm learning how to be a good surgeon.
Intern surgery, my new favorite drama program.
Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I calmly just reach down to the seatbelt and unbuckle it and be like, okay, well, you have direction sense. Let's go north and just run over bodies. See what happens.
And she's like, yep, sounds good, and fucking pops open the door, right? And she crawls out. You crawl out after her?
Yeah.
You crawl out after, and you see the operator standing there. He raises his hand slightly, and the car you were in flies off the ground and slams into a building.
Cold trick. Bye.
Cut back to the office. You guys are in the office, right? And he says, where did we leave that conversation off?
So, he had, I think, just left.
He hadn't left. He was, he
well,
showed
I have no
you
more use for him either way. Continue.
Okay, so yeah, you have him leave because basically he says you can keep the computer.
Yeah, and then we milked him for more information than I think he realized he was giving. So
yeah, and yeah, he it had just been she had been disenfranchised or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. And he says, well, I look forward to working with you. I look forward to working with you in a continued capacity. I wish you luck with your current foe.
She nods and says, until we meet again.
Kinda agrees. And he gets up, bows, leaves the room.
Bowing, we bow. I bow.
Yeah, return the bow.
Yeah.
Debating it, but I will bow.
Yeah. So yeah. What you guys talking about?
Well, as soon as he leaves, I do have this text.
Yeah.
And say, hold on. I'm gonna call.
You call Trinix?
Trinix, yeah. You literally just said, "Hey, I didn't tell you until now, but we went to Canal Belt South. Bad idea. We have 3 people. Who the fuck's the third person?"
Yeah, and
now
Trinix,
technically you're violating that order because now there's only 2 of you.
Trinix, you
don't know that.
True. You are currently trying to back away from this dude, and as you kind of run, you see another car slam into the ground where you were going to run, just short of hitting you.
Okay, stop for a second and be like, see, he does want to talk.
And Suzerain is just like, she's praying. Under her breath, she's praying. She like runs, and she tries to run to another area, and he slams a car there as well, right? And at this point, you get a phone call as she nestles herself between cars praying.
I'll put a finger up to him and be like, just a second. Hello?
Trinix, where are you? Are you in Canal Belt South right now?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you... who did you go with?
Myself, Suzerain. Oh, Suzerain, what was the name of that driver dude?
And you hear, okay, this is perfect, because you hear in the background, Suzerain is like hard sobbing indecipherably.
Wait, I hear it?
Yeah,
hear
you
that
would
in
hear
the
it.
background. You
Um,
also hear car alarms going off.
Lucky jumps over her desk, fuck the
Mhm.
cane, and basically, scene, car ready, now.
Yeah, I was like,
Bolts.
Yeah.
I see her jump out. I'm like, oh
Fucking
shit, I gotta
bolt.
get the car
Yeah,
ready.
no. Think it's one of those. For the half second before she does it, it's shock, concern, and then fuck. You're gonna make me do the. All right, you're gonna make me do the thing.
Cash, you see Lucky Bolt. She's still got your halo on too.
Actually, she'd
dread
probably
bolt.
rip that
Connected?
off and throw it to the ground.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
You see
I mean-
Lucky Bolt.
You've
I'm gonna go
probably
after
never
her.
seen her do anything that athletic.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
no,
I don't
I'm
remember the
intrigued.
name. I'm just like, I don't remember his name off the top of my head.
Trinix, stay where you are. Do Trinix, are you in danger currently?
Well, I don't know. You called and I had to stop the conversation with that
And-
one dude that was at the door.
The one
And
dude.
you hear, and right by you, Trinix, like unflinchingly, you just see a car sail past you with the horn honking, and it slams into another building. Like it gets like within an inch of you.
Oh my god.
Kind of move my head a bit, be like, I think he wants to talk now. So I'm going to end this call and have a conversation with him. Bye.
Oh Jesus. I'm going with you
Uh,
guys.
Lord.
Oh my god, if we had player's choice, Scott, you would have just won it right
Jesus Christ!
Hands down.
I thought I was gonna have to have a talk with Suya at the end of this. No, I'm gonna need to have a talk with you.
Top level not giving a fuck.
Oh yeah. And you guys are getting in the car?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
you guys hopping?
Are you coming too? Wait.
I am absolutely coming.
Hey. Is Payne Dexter
Yeah.
in the bar right now?
Yes.
You do see all of us bolting out the front door.
Oh, I'm gonna yell for you. I'm gonna fuck Payne, gotta go.
Okay, let's go. He's running with you.
I was gonna say, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
As everyone's getting in the car for the first time, I look back and I'm like, seatbelts.
Yeah.
If there's a tall, lanky Scotsman in the bar too, we'll just grab him because.
But yeah, so you guys all get in the van and Scene, make me a driving check, my friend.
Okay, so driving, it's gonna be with the pneumatic expertise, so it'll be a +8 onto whatever that is, 30.
Damn, 30. Yeah, you are booking it. You're booking way down, like you're quick down Centrum's Main Street all the way to Canal Belt South. You're weaving in and out of traffic. What is your kind of what does it look like when you're driving like this? Like your peak form driving?
Oh fuck. It's just like dead serious face. Fuck, like I said seatbelts because there's no care for the passengers right now. If you don't have a seatbelt on, you are flying around in the back seat. I am taking turns that shouldn't be possible, but I'm like using the sides of the car to turn. I'm like fucking Forza New Horizon slamming into a car to turn faster. I'm like, this thing is gonna take a little beating, but it's armored, so it's the other cars that'll get more of a beating.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, Trinix, another car gets hurled. This one goes like an inch past your face specifically. What is your reaction?
Okay, we can't talk if you keep throwing cars at me, dude. How you doing?
He kind of stands there, and he cocks his head at you, like he has no idea what to make of you.
No one would.
And then he slowly turns his head to Suzerain. And he raises his hand, and Suzerain starts getting dragged from the car she's nestled between. And she's just like, what, Trinix, what the fuck's happening, Trinix?
Ooh, that's a cool trick. Hey,
Jeez.
what's up? So, do you talk or you just throw things around? Can you let her go, please? We're just trying to talk.
And he kind of raises her up a little bit, and he kind of pulls her arm out, like outstretched, and you just see her wrist go the wrong way.
I can fix that later. Anyways,
What?
Wow.
oh my god.
And you're just wow. And Suzerain is not doing too hot. You guys can assume how she's doing. She actually passes out from that. The rest of he kind of starts raising Suzerain up into the sky, and then you hear a voice behind you. Hey, Buta, what the fuck you think you're doing? And do you look back, Trinix?
Oh, look, we got more people. Hi.
You turn around and you see this. He can't be older than you. I mean, he's probably younger than you. He's kind of darker, kind of Hispanic complexion. He's bald, but also has like tinfoil just kind of like crudely crinkled around his head.
Oh no.
Right? He's got like a sleeveless white tee on, like the classic beater, and some busted up jeans and some shit shoes. And he's like, "Hey, fuck do you think you're doing?" He kind of looks, goes, "Man, put her the fuck down." Kind of, there's a pause. And Trinix, at this point, you're so oblivious, I don't know if you notice the fucking energy in the air. But it's like there's this like electric tenseness going on. And he just goes, "Put her the fuck down." And he just kind of, you see that
That was my request too, to have her. We can't talk if he's.
And you hear behind you this guy just like, no, this fucking thing doesn't talk. And you see Suzerain starts to get lowered onto the ground. He goes, "Hold the fuck on. Fucking leave." And kind of pauses and it cocks its head a little bit. And it like looks like it's trying to struggle against something. And he goes, "Get the fuck out of here." And the operator turns around and blinks out of existence.
Okay, I gotta learn to be more forceful like you. Oh well, we don't know what he wanted, but hi. I'm gonna go set her hand so you can get it comfortable until we can get medical back to the facility.
Make me a first aid check.
Did we switch to Call of Cthulhu? Do I need to make a sanity check? I'm really confused what's going on.
I mean,
right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you set her hand just fine. He looks down and goes, "Her hand okay?"
I mean, it's good enough for now. I need to get her back to my lab and I can put it back.
Yeah, 28. Yeah.
I was gonna say okay.
He kind of, as soon as you say it's good, he punches you right in the fucking nose. And he goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Holmes? What the fuck? Your girl is getting fucking lifted in the sky, and you can't even fucking muster up some passion? Where the fuck is your energy at, dog?"
It's in him, apparently.
I snap my nose back into place.
Yeah.
Look at him and be like, "Well, I never thought violence was the answer, but okay."
He kind of looks at you.
What did that dude want?
To fucking ice you. To ice you, to ice her. He wants to ice, like, everyone. Anyone who fucking sees this dude essentially gets iced.
Oh. Okay.
He's like, fucking Jesus Christ. If you didn't fucking look like you came here, I'd think you were a fucking tourist. And he fucking just starts walking off, putting this tinfoil back on his head.
Bye. Have a nice life.
Yeah, he just walks off.
And then I pick her up and just start walking north.
Yeah, you start walking north, and thankfully, you guys, you immediately see the van. Scene, you fucking booked it. And to those of you in the van, the scene, the area that you see is insane. There is a car sticking out of the 4th story of a building. There's like 4 cars that are surrounding a small pocket that are standing straight up. You see Honk's car, and what you must have to assume is Honk, a pile of gristle and suit cloth. And you see Trinix carrying Suzerain.
Oh, Jesus.
As soon as you come to a stop, she is out, rifle in hand.
Anyone not wearing a seatbelt is now plastered to the front of the car.
I'm gonna throw open the back door.
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming your van has like a sliding side door, right? Yeah. Like, is it a minivan? Or is it a windowless van?
Pain's out of the van and scanning the area, gun in each hand.
I assume your van is a minivan.
Okay.
We just went like 300 miles per hour down these roads.
It's a souped up minivan. I don't know. It's great. It's great.
He's a soccer mom.
It's a 1970s GMC shaggin' wagon.
Oh, shit. I'm going to throw the door
He's having
open
the same reaction when I call... when car people hear me call a fucking Dodge Magnum a fucking station wagon with a V8 in it.
And it is, though. You're not wrong.
But
Yeah,
it's got
right,
multiple doors.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I want to throw the back door open, whichever way it opens, and jump out and help Trinix get Suzerain into the van.
Yeah, so, and Payne, you're locking the area down?
He already left.
Yep, gun in each hand, eyes.
The tinfoil dude was there. He already left. Tinfoil head dude made him go bye-bye. But we need to get back to the hospital and fix her hand so she can continue surgery.
Alright, what do I need to roll to make sure fucking Trinix is okay? because he is not talking okay.
Yeah.
So, for like the first time in a long time, Scene has a genuine look on their face that's not put on there by just I want to look this way. No, it's just pure incredulous, like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, one other thing to tell you guys, I don't know if any of you, except for maybe Scene and maybe Lucky, have seen this, because I doubt, Payne, you probably haven't seen Death to this volume. These streets are littered, at least one every 3 or 4 feet, with bodies, just everywhere. They didn't die unnatural deaths, but you can tell that they died of disease.
Hold on, we haven't heard anything. This must be very recent. The news hasn't gotten a hold of this?
There's enough bodies here that you would assume the news would say something, but you haven't seen anything.
Alright. White Wolf being able to pay off the news to not run this? Damn. Wait, Amstel hasn't even said anything?
Amstel has not said anything yet.
Okay, well, first things first, everything's on a vid feed.
Yeah, of course. I mean, everyone here has cameras, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about.
I was just about to put that text. I want to drop it on the info dev. Like, I'm gonna scan the area as we get in.
Yeah. You're whistleblowing? Okay.
I am absolutely fucking whistleblowing.
Nice.
And
nice.
I'm gonna drop it on the info dev.
Okay.
But when we get back.
I was gonna say, Lucky would, as soon as Trinix and Suzerain are in the car, get back in, motion Paindexter to, slam the doors shut, get us the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Dean, do you get us the fuck out of here?
Yeah, we're already get out of your mouth and we're already going. Yes. I'm not sticking around. I've seen what this guy can do. The fact that he was here, I'm not. Nah, I'm out.
Yeah.
Start.
She's no longer unconscious because it's been like maybe 10. No, it's been like 5 minutes at this point, and she kind of looks around and looks around.
I'm hugging her.
Yeah, and she just starts like at first, like she tries to pull away from you as she's just like screaming. She's like fucking just like fuck, you know, like pushing herself against the back wall.
It's okay. You're safe.
I get you guys to calm down so you don't injure that hand more before I could fix it.
Yeah, and she just like looks around and she just starts hard crying.
Oh, I am hugging.
Yeah, no, she is so scared and so sad. Just like she went through like one of the most traumatic things someone can go through. You know what I mean? Supernatural forces beyond her powers, like beyond her comprehension. She has no idea what just happened. She just saw someone get turned into human pulp, and then like she got her wrist broken by what could have been God. You know what I mean? Like she's so scared. You know?
Oh my god, poor thing. I'm just like petting the side of her head and like shushing her and telling her that it's okay and she's safe now and like very momming, super momming. Yeah. It's really absolutely. Like I fucking feel like my whole heart like breaks for her right now.
Yeah.
Now that Lucky has calmed down, let's start this again from the top. Trinix?
Yes?
What happened? I know you were coming out here to make vaccines.
Oh, wait, we have one.
That synthesizer is gone. That's a 2,000 Eddie investment.
Mm-hmm. She's not even focused on that right now.
Nope. I just figured I'd let you know.
The last thing we fucking need, Scissoring crying in a fucking corner. Why'd you lose the synthesizer, damn it? Last thing we need.
So, we made a cure, and we were going to make more and come out and help people. We had 3 people, like you said. Well, till he showed up, and then he turned him into ooze.
I understand.
But we're just trying to help people.
So...
We didn't expect him to show up, but he didn't want to talk. Just kind of weird. Then Tinfoil Hat dude showed up, and he got all angry.
Tinfoil Hat dude?
I don't know. He was younger than me, and he started yelling at him and told him to go away. So he blinked and disappeared. Then Tinfoil Hat walked away. Oh wait, he punched me in the nose, but I think it's fine.
You do know that you do notice, Lucky, freshly broken nose. You've seen enough of those.
And I fixed her hand because apparently he lifted her up. He threw cars around. That was kind of weird.
Excuse me? And now it's all kind of clicking for Lucky. The video, the cars in buildings. Are you telling he physically lifted them up?
No, he didn't move. They were just flying by my head. Well, by my face, and then went in the wall. And then he blocked paths we were trying to leave. That was our initial plan, was just to leave when we saw him.
All right, I'm serious, Mike. What do I need to roll to see if Trinix is all right? Because he's not acting all right.
Go ahead and make me a human perception.
I mean,
you don't know Trinix that well, but you know him well enough that he's not lying to you.
No,
maybe it's a trauma response, but I mean...
Okay, so technically there's an underlying issue in Trinix's head with being related to Spate and just figuring that out. And doing the whole, trying to make things better and trying to understand that at the same time. So he's gone kind of with the monotone kind of like, whatever, this is kind of weird, I don't understand type thing. And he's just kind of going.
He's just trying to chug along through it. Like, he'll unpack that shit later. You're just displacing.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. No, he's displacing. Like,
I was gonna say, because Trinix has never been this clueless before, intentional or otherwise.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
His mind,
good role play.
His mind's somewhere else, but he's trying to help where he can.
Right. She's probably, if she could, she'd probably reach around, put a hand on Trinix's and say, listen, this is hard right now, but I need you to focus. Are you with me, Trinix? She says, looking into his eyes.
Yeah, I'm here.
But you're not here.
Well,
let's get some things straight.
Okay.
Are you saying this person was able to move vehicles without lifting a finger?
Yes. And he did it to Scissorin too. He lifted her into the air and broke her hand, which I have to fix as soon as we get back. Hopefully I can.
Let's focus
so
on
she
one
can
thing
do
at a
surgery.
Let's focus on one thing at a time here. One thing at a time.
Okay.
So, then someone wearing tinfoil came out of nowhere?
Yeah, he came up behind us. I don't know who he is, really. He had it on his head. Then he yelled at him. And then the operator dude just kind of like put Scissorin down and then like teleport. I don't know if there's teleportation in this world, but I think he just like teleported out. Or... Is that the thing? Oh, he phased out.
Which yeah, you everyone in the van knows what the fuck teleportation. Like,
right.
This is not a thing.
I actually looked at Pain Dexter, and I just make eye contact like for a moment as I'm driving, and I'm just like, fucking Jedi, and then I look back. Because I know if anyone knows older movies, it would be him.
Oh yeah.
He's too dangerous to keep alive.
That would be funny if it weren't true.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. So this person just told them to leave, and they left.
Yeah, he kind of said it aggressively and like yelled the fuck at him, but I thought he was gonna... What was that driver's name? Like, he turned him into Ooze. I'm really bad with names. I'm sorry.
Just okay. That. Okay.
Yeah, and you noticed. Yeah, that's Honk's car. Like you're the type of motherfucker to know all your employees.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I would know his car because.
Oh yeah, you would know Honk's car as well. Yeah.
All right.
And I was learning their language.
Is there anything else you remember?
something about green lights in the alley. We didn't really stop for that. I was the only one that saw those little green lights for a second. I asked everybody else. They didn't have a clue. But we figured out how to cure these canister things. And that's what we're going to do.
Right now, I'm going to need you both to stay safe at the club and rest.
Yeah, when we get back to the club, I'm going to operate on her hand, and hopefully not too much nerve damage exists, and she can still maintain her hand. I have faith in my skills to get it back. Yeah.
Didn't you just make a comment earlier about you make enough nicked arteries to get used to it?
Right.
Like, out of character, I'm never going to let that down. Like, you nick enough arteries, bleed out a couple patients, you get used to death. Like, wait, what? I should stop at one.
Yeah, no, at this, Lucky's probably kind of pulled back again, and... Trenix, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to promise me this, is when you've set Suzerain's wrist, you're going to let Suzerain look at you.
Oh, it fixed my nose. I set it back. I think it should be fine. And just give it time to heal. But yeah, I'll let her look at my nose.
Yep, give them a nice room. Let them check each other out as much as they want.
We're not sending him to Grippy Sock World just yet.
We're not doing 7 minutes in heaven with edge runners.
Oh God, stop it. Hold on. I'm grabbing notes. I'm grabbing my notes. Shit, I don't have his name written down.
Which person?
Psychiatrist.
Dr. Richard Galt.
Galt.
I love Dr. Richard Galt. He's one of my favorite NPCs.
Trenix, I think I have someone that I need you to see.
Oh, okay. Once we get done with all the surgeries, I guess I can go help someone else.
I think this person might be able to help you.
I thought you said that's what she was gonna... She's gonna fix my nose. I mean,
and
okay.
Then Dr. Galt is going to help you.
Wait.
I need you 100%, Trenix. Right now, you're not. I think Dr. Galt can help with that.
Oh, you're talking about the fact that I'm related to Spate, and that's kind of weird. Okay.
That's not what she was talking about, and it shows on her face, but she goes, sure. Excuse me. Great. I don't want to be down my medic for this fight, but I might be down my medic for this fight.
Maybe. I don't think that Cash can, like, hide the horror on her face.
I mean, you just saw more dead people in one place than you might have ever seen.
I mean, yeah, no, that's horrific. It's just all of this that's occurring in the car as well. Like, Suzerain
is not okay.
He's not okay. And Trenix is just like, right, and I'm just like, I'm trying to, like, coddle and, like, be like, you're safe. You're safe. It's okay. You're safe. And then
we're trying to convince Trenix that he's not okay, but he refuses to believe that he's not okay.
Right, and, like, seeing that obviously Trenix is not okay, I'm just like, what the fuck?
This is what happens when pre-adults become edge runners, man. They get put in bad situations.
Yeah.
And
a lot of
those
we forgot the machine.
It's all right. We'll deal with that later.
Oh,
which, by the way, Trenix, as you're thinking about it, yeah, that's probably broken. along with the rest of the car.
We'll deal with it later.
Yeah. It's about this time you guys pull up to the club.
All right.
I want to walk Susarin in.
Yes. Hey, go in through the back. Go in through the back.
Yeah.
We have a table. Put her on the table. We'll get her set up, and I'll get her hand fixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, you guys get in the back, and the guards, like all of the Dutchmen, look kind of shocked as you guys are coming in because they're like, "Holy shit!"
Remind me
got fucked up.
I was gonna say, remind me the boss's name.
Oh, Ulf Hednar. She is a tough bitch.
Just need to say, Ulfsine and I need to talk. Need to talk to you in my office. And she probably turns and goes, Payne Dexter, you might as well come.
Sure.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys, we'll do the office first. Yeah. You guys all go up to the office.
Yep. Probably wait for her to arrive.
She arrives pretty much immediately. The boss told her she needs to see her in her office. She's not gonna fucking dilly-dally. She walks in, stands at parade rest.
Take a seat.
She sits down.
Looks like one of your people was assisting Trinix and Susarin in Canal Belt South.
Nods.
They were jumped by this thing.
She instantly understands what you're talking about too. Like with the thing comment.
He didn't make it.
She kind of lowers her eyes and nods and looks back up. She's a woman of few words.
From this moment on, I give your operators permission to deny any request outside of these premises that they feel put their lives in danger.
And she's like, "Danke. I will make sure that this is implemented immediately."
Good. This is not something... I don't expect you to be a private army. I respect you and your work, and I want to make sure that everyone here has fair say.
Yeah, she definitely nods, and she says, "Though I can assume the circumstances were strange, I will say this is something expected in my line of work, and something that every one of my men are prepared for. However, the ability to deny any undue loss of life, we are more than happy to take."
Of course.
And yeah, she waits for dismissal, but she's handling this just about as professionally as anyone can. Right. And you can tell she is laying her cards out on the table. Her body language both says, like, I am prepared to be reprimanded and I am prepared to, like, accept an apology. Like, she's super open right now. She's just like, whatever happens, I understand. I am the head of the consequences here.
Well, and that's where it was... My sympathy goes to Honk's friends and family, as well as everyone else here.
She nods and says, that will go a far way.
You may go.
Yeah, and she exits, and I'm assuming closes the door behind her, leaving just you three in there.
Yeah. At that, Lucky probably reaches into the desk, grabs some painkillers, probably washes it down with the bottle of whiskey that she's got in the desk.
I think, like, Scene knows that that's kind of a problem with her, right? Addiction to painkillers by now.
She took a reasonable amount. The amount that says, yeah, I did just run and do a whole bunch of shit without my cane.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. You did run around without a cane. Okay.
Yes.
No, it was more of I just Scene might step in if you started just taking a bunch. Like,
yeah,
hold
no.
on, boss.
I'm just gonna, OD in the office right here.
Not to OD,
because,
just out of the
reasons.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, is the kid gonna be okay? He sort of was talking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
No, he's not okay. He might never be okay. The same can be said for Suzerain. All right. Paindexter, from now on, where they go, I want you to go. Deal?
Okay. I can do babysitting.
I'm not sending any more NPCs out of this fucking place because Mike kills all my NPCs. God damn it.
Oh.
Who? Whittle me?
Yes, you mother. Hey, fucker. Move. All right, I'm putting that back. Fuck you.
Okay, that's
right
fine.
there. We're in danger. This one right. Before you delete it, I want everyone there. There. See, we're in danger. Now it's on stream. It's categorized forever.
Excellent. And that is, in fact, a correct assessment. You are in danger.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Okay, if you wanted to get rid of it now, I suppose you could. Anyway.
You're good.
So, but wherever they go, you go. I'm going to set up a meeting with Dr. Galt for probably both of them. I think I will arrange separate meetings.
Yeah, they don't need couples therapy.
I think at this point their problems are very different.
And what was with all that tinfoil talk?
I don't know. But if it's what I think it is, we may need to find him. It's not something I think we're going to be able to do now or soon. But one thing is clear. At this point, we need to get to Zeeburg. And we need... we need to end this. That's all Lucky has to say at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a good place to cut that scene. Cut over to the med bay.
Yes.
Suzerain is sitting in the med bay. She's kind of sniffing, she looks real bad. She's still shaking for sure, but she's not like actively crying, and she's real on edge.
I'll sit with her.
Yeah.
Okay, we need you to get situated so I can fix that hand of yours.
Go ahead.
I mean, we get your hand fixed, you can continue operating if you need to. Yeah, we'll be able to get it fixed.
And she just kind of nods and, holds her hand out on the table.
All right. So I take whatever I did before, take that stuff off, get in there, and make sure everything's attached the way they're supposed to be. Like is there any broken bones that need to be?
Yeah, it's a mess in there. It looks like specifically just the joint in her wrist, nowhere else, just the joint in her wrist, was just hit by a semi.
Can I hold her hand her other hand while this is happening? Will she let me?
Yeah. No, she'll let you. And if you try and anesthetize her in any way, she specifically says not to. She seems real freaked out, you know.
She wants to be super coherent.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna hurt more, but I mean, we can do it. I mean, we got bones to reattach, put some plates in.
And she's just like stares at you as you're saying this.
But you know how redoing someone's hand is. You've done it before, probably. It'll be easy. It's simple. I've done a couple.
And go ahead and make me a medtech roll. And that'd be plus another 10 because it still doesn't factor that. God, we really got to fix that. So 29. Yeah, absolutely. This surgery goes on for a quicker amount of time than this surgery would normally take. Like this would normally be like a 2-hour operation. You get it done in like 30 minutes, right? So Cash.
Yeah.
At some points, she squeezes your hand so hard it hurts. At some points, her nails dig in, but never once does she make a single noise like while being operated on.
Gosh. Okay. Well, I never let go.
Yeah.
And I'm just there.
Yeah.
While I'm doing the operation, I want to state what I'm doing so that she knows what I'm doing and stuff. Kind of like the whole thing, so she knows what I'm doing as I'm doing it, so that she has that comprehension that everything is going the way it's supposed to for the procedure.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you take her through it, and like you would know as a doctor, this would be so very incredibly painful. Like grown men would be like screaming out at this shit. You know what I mean? And finally, when you like sew her up, she kind of takes her hand and she twists her wrist, which, I mean, it's not going to break it, but it's probably inadvisable. She kind of twists it to look at it, kind of winces, and then sets her wrist down, kind of motions you over and goes, I need to take a look at your nose.
Okay. I think I popped it back. I'm not sure. I tried to pop it back into place. Kind of quick.
And she kind of looks over and sees like the top of the bridge of your nose and goes, hold on. Like she sticks those fucking rods in your nostrils and fucking pops the very top part of your nose. Probably hurts. You know, but she kind of fixes that and goes, yeah, you did it from the philtrum. You need to do it from the bridge, the top of the bridge. Otherwise it's just gonna shatter even worse. You're lucky I got it.
Yeah, I did it too quickly. I wasn't thinking. I wanted to get your hand fixed. That's one place where my brain was, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and she kind of gives you like a weak smile, you know, and she just kind of looks around like she doesn't really know what to do with herself. So she just kind of pulls out her phone and starts fucking around with her agent.
Yeah.
We need to rest. Might as well go rest a little bit. Let your hand heal up. My face, my nose heal up. Probably a good time to sleep.
She's like, I need to catch up on some things.
Okay.
Mom, can you come pick me up? I don't like it here anymore.
I'm gonna ask Susarin, like, do you want some company? Do you want to hang out with Trixie and me?
And she's like, looks at you and goes, you're that one who did the P2P, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Thank God. Okay.
I'm gonna
Just don't threaten anyone while she's around, please.
I won't. I will be good. I will be a good mama bear and be good to her.
Yeah.
And I'll tell Trixie, we're going to be great parents one day.
I'm going to pull up one of the gurneys that's in the room, grab a blanket, lay on it, and pull the blanket over and go to sleep.
Absolutely. Yeah, and maybe we leave on like you and Suzerain leaving Cash, and she kind of says something probably on the lines of man, I'm hungry. We should probably grab a burger real quick. You know.
Yeah, totally. But I mean, burgers are great. Trixie's a killer cook. You want to see what she's making?
Yeah, she definitely nod, and yeah, and you guys head to the kitchen.
For sure.
And we are going to cut to one more scene for the night. Suya, your optics turn on. You don't know where you are, and you don't know what has happened since your last moment of cognizance. You look down and you feel you see an unfamiliar body, one that you only feel in a nearly untenable diagnostic feed. You don't have nerve endings, so to say. You see that one of your monokatanas is on your back. You have a gun. You have another gun on your back. And you have a handgun to your side. Let's get a description of what this body looks like.
Pop up the picture. Can the people see it? You might have to do it.
Where is it? Oh.
Right click on my character.
Yeah. Where is Suya? Ooh, Suya Mark II. Yeah. And then
Where am I looking?
I gotta figure out how to make that visible. Here we go. I don't know how to make it bigger.
We can zoom in all the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't zoom in right.
Jesus.
You should be able to right click and then view character artwork.
I can't, but I can see her.
No, don't drag the token down.
Domo admigato, Mrs. Roboto.
Yes. It is what you can do is if you actually, yeah, I think you at this anyway, whatever the case. So yeah, but let's get a description in your words, Brian.
Wow. She's looking down at this new body. She's noticing it.
Here, I can't really. Sorry, you're quiet.
Okay, Mike is better spot now.
Ooh, much better.
Okay. Yeah, so she's looking down at like her hands, sort of flexing them, and realize it's all sort of a matte black metal.
Oh yeah.
And then she looks for a mirror. And when she finally finds one in the room, she's just staring back at the same color metal all over her face, except for two yellow points where her eyes would be. And they're just glowing.
And this room is dark. You specifically have a mirror in there, and you can see these glowing. You hear what sounds like a garage door behind you. You instantly sense that there are 3 people. The temperature in the air happens to be 67 degrees at the moment. Most of that is climate controlled and it's an incredibly dry environment with only a 3% humidity. You must be in some sort of clean room. You can tell that the air is slightly statically charged but intentionally destaticked at the same time. You can tell that the static is coming partially from your body. You can tell that there is a person in this room. You now can tell that you are supposed to kill this person. The other 2 people close the garage door.
She turns around, activates the optics to see who's there.
you see that there is a you don't recognize this person, but immediately you see that his name is Takashi Tosamoto. He apparently is a debtor to the Yakuza. He has ended up pushing his debt far past what it should be. What you have been told is that you are allowed to kill this man in any way possible. All of this is in your diagnostic briefing for this particular moment.
Ah, I see.
And yeah, this guy is obviously terrified. He kind of slowly gets to his feet and he says in Japanese, "You can do whatever you want to me, but I'm never giving you people a damn thing." Aha! You slice him. How does this headshot go?
Lean across the neck between the second and third vertebrae.
Head flies up with a slight twist before it thumps onto the ground. The body thumps as well. Your body is immediately filled with endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine. Even cortisol levels are going up. You can tell that pretty much every one of your happy chemicals have currently been flooded into your body. You were awarded a message that says that you have done a good job. And finally, go ahead.
I send a message back across the Times Square marquee.
Mm-hmm.
I want him.
The garage door opens. You are given one directive: find and execute with extreme prejudice.
And she bolts out of that room into the street and literally in a single jump jumps to the top of a third-story building.
Oh,
And she's
so
going
dope.
about 60 miles an hour. She's in a full-out run.
That's so sick.
I'm in danger.
And maybe we cut right there as we see Suya 2.0 blasting across the New Amsterdam skyline. All right, everybody. So let's get some sign-offs. Let's start with Brian. That was sick, Brian.
Hi, I'm Brian. Yeah, I got a new toy to play with. I only get to play with it for a session or two, but yeah, I get to play with it.
Achievement unlocked. You committed a murder.
Oh, she's gonna do more than that.
All I can see is, oh, the happy drugs go in your system, and you hear da 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 da.
Right?
You know? Yeah, so Suya 2.0 is going to be fun. Enjoy her while she's around because after that, you get a bit of a crazy Scotsman.
Hell yeah.
But we'll explain more about him later. Um, let's see. Monday, I'm in Fire Strike, where currently I'm playing Shaba Young, and I have dropped a literal bombshell of I know where Xander 1 is. Exactly. Let's go get him. And yeah, we're going to do that. Hopefully we survive because we're yeah, we're just walking into the den of death.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Sundays, coming up this Sunday, I run Gloomfall, where a lovely band of miscreants and no do-gooders are trying to eke out an existence within the Underdark city. And I think they're gonna go for the Driders this week. We'll see how that plays out. That could be fun.
It's gonna be
A little
issues.
bit.
Is what it's gonna be.
Oh, it's going to be issues, all right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it for me.
Excellent. Next, let's go with the Computer King.
I'm the Computer King, gentleman supervillain, and I was Payne Dexter. Payne Dexter wasn't at the meeting with the Yakuza, and I keep thinking that now that Suya's back, the next episode's title is going to be Yakety Yak, Don't Talk Back. Uh,
I like it.
My cat hates it.
yeah, I hear that. On Mondays, I'm in Fire Shrike as Lee, who's a little pilot slash martial artist slash wielder of the power of entropy. And that's fun, especially since we just jumped through space time to save Shaba Yan and her half face.
True. Face off style.
Face off style. Now I've got Nicolas Cage in my head. Eventually, From Hench to Mensch will come back. Um, Probably when I can figure out everything that I'm going to do and get someone to be a stream monkey. Other than that, if you go to your podcatchers occasionally and look up podcasts, look up Computer King. You'll find my lovely podcast. I'm back to podcasting and not streaming anymore.
What's the title?
Into the Dark with the Computer King.
Okay.
You get to see some of the dark, you hear about some of the darker side of human sexuality, i.e., BDSM and shit. So it's gonna be a fun time. Adults only, please. And that's it for me.
Excellent. All right. Next, let's get Amy. Then we'll do Trinix. Let's get Scott a little further up in the rotation. I feel like he played a real big role in it.
Hello, I'm Amy Geddon. Today I play Cash. She is now a mama bear. It's awesome. Holy shit. This game is so dark. Like, it's so, like, but it's like good dark? I don't know. That's a thing. That could be a thing. That's a thing. Yeah, I'm also in Fire Strike on Mondays. And, yeah, that's me.
All right. Excellent. Scott.
Okay, so I'm Scott. I played Trinix. He's fine, really. I'm fine.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna press X on that one, bud.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah. Okay. What else am I in? So Sunday, I'm in Gloomfall, where I play a normal person, and he's just a blacksmith that makes weapons and makes walls. It's kind of cool. And then on Monday, I'm in Firestrike, where I play Xander, not Xander 1.0. I play further down the assembly line. They made a few upgrades from the original, but hey, we have to find the original so that we could modify the world. No, put it back the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's the right answer. And that's it. That's all I'm doing until everything else comes back. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Let's go. Scene. Sassy.
I'd modify the world to be with you. Do. What up? Yeah. You got me playing scene and being weird like normal. And dear God, Scott's character is terrifying, but the guy with the fucking aluminum foil on his head is even more terrifying. What the fuck, Mike? When did this become Call of Cthulhu? I was like, is this Severovo?
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, you got me playing scene, which you can also catch me Mondays playing Oliver Byrne, the bear who is just a bear and is now doing time travel soon. Oh dear. Which yeah, that I'm curious how that's gonna go, you know. But is that everything? Yeah. Wow. God, I feel like I'm in so much more because like I'm in a game right before this, and then I have another game on Fridays, and there's just all sorts of stuff. But that's all you can catch me at right now, until something like Hinch Dimension returns, and then I'll be around for that. And y'all better be super hype because I am. But yeah, that's me.
All right, excellent. Let's go to Cyrus.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cyrus Smith. Today you caught me playing Lucky. I really don't have any words for today.
Therapy. Therapy is the word for the day.
The player am going to need therapy after that one.
Emotional damage.
What I would like is between here and next session, at least one of them to have a emergency session. Probably Suya. Not Suya.
You mean
sorry,
Suzerain?
yeah, Suzerain.
Yeah, Suya's beyond therapy.
Very beyond therapy.
But
Therapeutic murder.
Trinix, we may need to wait until after the big bad is dead. We may need both of them to wait until that thing is dead, because at this point, I don't know if Suzerain wants to leave the club. Which
Answer: no.
Cash doesn't want to leave either.
You think I wanted to go out there? I didn't fucking want to go out there.
I know, it's so dangerous.
Things got fucking psionic brain powers, which also tinfoil hat dude is also a psionic, but anyway, I need to wrap my head around that one. Anyway, yeah, you can also find me here this Sunday playing, playing Marshall Stark. I think I'm the butler right now.
Yeah.
And you could also find me on Mondays playing Twinkle Bailey towards, we're reaching the end of the road when it comes to Fire Strike. So we're going to go find Xander 1, huh? Perfect. As long as there's a cargo bay for me to spread flame retardant on people, I'm happy. And that's me.
All right. Excellent. And that leaves, I don't think I missed anyone, did I? No, I think I'm good. All right, excellent. Hello, everybody. My name is Mike, also known as Mir, also known as 5K1 Free, and today you caught me running New Amsterdam, where shit got a little bit odd today. I'm very
Just
excited.
Fucking little.
I'm very excited for our next session. I'm already on the edge of my seat. I just realized we didn't go over the blueprint plans, but we can do that next session if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, basically, yeah, we got a lot of shit done today. Next time you'll see me is on Sunday for Gloomfall, which I am unbelievably hyped for. Like, just balls to the wall, butts and nuts, absolutely fucking crazy for. I'm a big fan of that game already, because I get to play a fucking evil mastermind and have, like, everyone just kind of go, yeah, no, that's the evil mastermind. We just do what they say, which is sick as fuck. But no, you can also catch me on Monday, where I am in Fire Strike as both Burn Ward and Withaki the Seekers. Withaki the Seekers becoming a group favorite. Always play the mascot character. That's me. Yeah, if you're currently watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. We love you. What are you doing, silly goose? Could be watching us live at youtube.com or at twitch.tv/pair_o_dice_theater. I didn't fumble there. Nobody here heard it, right?
We'll cut it out. We'll cut it out in post.
We'll take care of it in post. If you're currently watching us live on Twitch, we love you so much. But also, you could be proving your undying loyalty to us by watching us again and again and again and again and again at youtube.com/Paradise Theater, no underscores. And if you are a fan, oh Jesus, if you are a fan of the hot, fast, and sexy world of scheduling, if you also happen to be one person who enjoys fucking being a community member that likes being interacted with, and you like Hizat Mazims, that's hot memes in Dog Pound talk right there. I'm painfully white. Catch us at Pear Theater on Twitter. Other than that, I think that's all I've got. So from all of us here at Paradise Theater, let's get a no zdrovia and get on out of here.
Zdrovia.
God help us all.
Emotional damage.